Good morning, people. How are we doing this morning? I actually figured out how to do my intro. So there we go. Do we sound okay? Wow, we got a lot of people here this morning. This is awesome. Okay, Mark the Berg Hunter was here first. Sean Webb from Wyomama. All right, Sean, I will get you that. I better explain. I'm working some electronics. Get your minds out of the gutter, you all. If the diagram says hook blue to blue, then do it. Yeah, I don't ever hook the opposite colors. CZ Kid, good morning. Marty's nuts about digging. Good morning, Marty. Good morning, Robert Weigold. Las Vegas, the other Robert's here. Urban Treasure Hunter. Weird Guy in Park. Good morning this morning. Mr. Brockton's here bright and early. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Tom Riley's here this morning. He's been in a lot of streams lately. Good morning this morning, Tom. Good to see you. I know Brockton's everywhere. Dirty Money Metal Detecting. Good morning. Always up early on the weekends. Okay. 6 a.m. That's earlier than me, man. Rob's late. Just kidding. Rob's always late. I did beat Dalton to the hunt site yesterday. Brooklyn Treasure Hunters here. Good morning. Dirt Troll and Troy's here this morning. Good morning. 717 Detectors here this morning. Good morning. I cut myself shaving because I was in a hurry. Good morning, Olin Borden. Rob's running late again. Yes, he is. But I did beat Dalton yesterday, Troy. I know. Write that down. Javier's here. Good morning. Whistle Pig. Good morning, Dale. Good morning, Mr. Jeremy. I had one of your videos up on my screen to watch. Digging Florida with Bill Gross. Good morning, sir. Dawn, the Metal Detective's here bright and early. Good morning, Miss Dawn. Digging with Squeak. Bill's here. Donald Goodrow. Good morning. I like that. Every with a 1. That's the way to shorten that baby up. That was an amazing meeting, Dalton. Beating Dalton, yes. We had a great day, guys, yesterday. Dalton, Troy, and I went out for an entire day yesterday, guys. Our original permission got put on hold, so we had to scramble and come up with a quick plan B, and it turned out to be a great day. Multiple silvers, a 1910 token, which I left out in the truck. No, actually, it's in the garage. Bobby Henniger. Good morning, Bobby. Let's see if I miss anybody. Justice Swinging here. Good morning, Brooklyn. Old Palon. Good morning, sir. And there we are to Brockton, and we are caught up. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if we can get our other screen up. Get rid of what I got on the screen here, and then we will pull the second computer up so I know my sound level is okay. But I'm sure you good folks would have been telling me by now. So we got a lot to talk about, guys. We're going to have I'm doing a giveaway for another newer channel that we want to get some exposure for. Epic Adventures in Paradise. We talk about them every now and then. And he has given me some cool stuff, guys, and I'm adding some of my own stuff. And we are going to do a nice big giveaway for him. Okay, that's not going to work. I have a tangle of cords here. There we go. Maybe I won't look so dark on the page now. There we go. Marty Verstel. Is Mr. Jeff here? Did I miss Mr. Jeff coming in? How could I miss Mr. Jeff coming in? General Digho. Hello, fellows. On my phone. No laptops for a few days and slow to respond. Forgive me. No worries, sir. Could you possibly make me a cup of coffee before you go? No, I didn't make myself one because I was in the shower. Just go across a little bit more.
Which way?
There you go. Perfect.
There, in the way.
There we go. We can see the sticker board now. You got to put something behind it. One of the boxes of coins.
Weird. Bagels, you're gonna win.
That'll work. All right. Thanks, hon. Dirty money metal detecting's here. Jeff, Denise told me, Denise showed me your email yesterday. That's absolutely no problem whatsoever. And going to get my dig on after the show. Good for you, Olin.
One more day, we would have started ready.
Yeah. Mark's back. He didn't fry himself. That's good. Uploaded my best of 2021 videos. Check it out now, guys. Yeah, I'm not even close to finishing my best of 2021 videos because I'm not even done with my 2021 videos yet. So, Marty, I will be happy to check that out, buddy. That's exciting. I love watching end of year videos. That is awesome. I'll leave that this morning. I don't even have a banner across the front because today is just going to be a fun day.
It's called Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day. That's right, Denise. Thank you very much, honey. This morning is a Clark's Cove Reese's Cup kind of morning. Wow, honey, that looks hot. I can see steam coming off that. Look at that. That's hot. Oh, that is hot, but it's good. Okay, my pictures from yesterday have downloaded. I can close them out and pull up my computer screen. Hey, there we are. Okay, my pictures from yesterday have downloaded. Put myself on mute. Wow, that chat's just flying by. 30 people here already. Thanks, folks. There's been a lot of live streams going yesterday. Between Friday and Saturday night, I think I was in like 7 different live streams. They are getting very, very popular on YouTube. I was asked by 3 different YouTube pages, if I could run their duck races. So I ran several duck races over the last few days. And I am going to do a video on how to do the duck race and log on to that page. It's actually very, very easy. As easy as StreamYard was. And I have zero technical aptitude, guys. So if I could figure out StreamYard, anybody could do that. Gary's Metal Detective's here this morning. Good morning, Gary. It's great seeing so many people here this morning. Everybody's still saying hi to each other. Susie Q's here. Boom. I can't stay very ill, but I came to say hi and hit the button. Well, Susie, to those haters on your channel that said you were just faking being ill to get attention, well, screw them, okay? Just like some other people that made a video for attention. They only did it because that's their highest rated video. So you go take care of yourself, Susie, and don't pay any attention to the haters because I am not. No, I'll make fun of them. Pat says I should ignore him, but nope, I'm going to make fun of him. So no rain yet. Why, Mama? Wow, Sean, it's been raining here all night and all this morning. Good morning, Alley Cat. Oh, just a swinging. Good morning. If I'm repeating some folks, I just don't want to miss anybody. I'd go digging too if it weren't so nasty out. I got a buddy coming by, my old next door neighbor, my house up in that I've got a few miles north of here that I'm hardly ever at. My neighbor that used to live next door has a friend that metal detects, and he's coming by with her today with their detector so I can give her a quick tutorial on how to use her metal detector, but he didn't know what kind she had. So I guess I'll be winging that on the fly, trying to figure out a new detector. Maybe I'll just pop in a YouTube video and we'll watch a YouTube video, figure out how to get it going. But Troy, great seeing you here this morning, and it was great having the 3 of us detect all day yesterday. Guys, I will just give you this quickie clue about the video when you get to see it. When the Hoover Boys dig a barber or seated dime and it comes out of the hole on the reverse side and you see the 1 dime sign, they call it the 1 dime. We're going to play the 1 dime game and see whether it's a barber or a seated. Well, guys, Troy and I got to play that game yesterday twice. Twice we got to play the one dime game. So you'll be seeing that in an upcoming video from our hunt yesterday. It was a phenomenal time. Troy went 3 for 3 door knocking, and Dalton and I went 0 and 2 door knocking. So Troy is the door knocking king. Oh, Sunday fun days, right? That's right, Brooklyn. Yeah, Denise K wanted to go do the beach tonight, but I think it's going to be pretty nasty tonight to be out on the beach. Digging with Squeak. Squeak has another one for you to look at. I'll email her this afternoon when she's done with her live challenge. There you go. 717 detector. Welcome. 53 today. Oh, and that's not bad. That's whether you can get out and hunt in. It was 61 when I got to the site yesterday. We met at an old park. Who's going to FH8? Bill, I am. We could talk about that this morning. That's only 13 days away. I will be there. I am staying with Miss Kimberly C., Pat's digging buddy. And Dalton and Troy are not able to go. Troy will be out of state at a daughter's college graduation. And Mr. Dalton did not take off work, so I will be heading up there and spending some time with Miss Kimberly. And then I think I'm also going to be spending time with Mr. Charlie from Digging It Back. I don't know who he's coming with, but Charlie and I plan on getting a lot of hunting in together. I'm going to spend at least one day door knocking up there. So smash that like button, people. Thank you, Brooklyn. This is General Digholes. This is Dawn. I hope you're okay. Dawn, are you okay? Did anything happen? And yes, we all hope you're okay. But yeah, I'm heading up there. I'm not even sure what sports bar the meet and greet's at. I haven't been on the webpage in a while for talk to Greg. I'll have to give him a call. Sean Krause is here. Butt ugly man in search of supermodel, but I'll settle for Roseanne Barr and a case of beer. I have standards. Please send pictures of beer. Because you sure as hell don't want any pictures of Roseanne Barr. I'm sorry, guys, but I lost my respect for her when she screwed up the national anthem. If you can't take the time to practice and get to know our national anthem before you go on live TV to do it, then, well, you deserved every single boo you got, booing you right out of the stadium. Good morning, Mr. Bill Papa Rouse. What's in the dirt, sir? I had a blast on your live stream Tuesday night. We had a lot of people there, and it was a lot of fun, Bill. So everybody's saying hold to you're welcome, Susie. Screw them people. Hey, Rob, I left early yesterday. Did you ask the guy if we could come back? No, I really didn't, Troy. He was busy loading up. He backed his truck up into the front yard right on top of where you found your silver. And he started, he opened up his back gates and he started loading those big elephant ear, palm tree, banana tree, dead branches all into his trailer. And he's like, hey, do you guys mind if I park here? I'm like, sir, it's your yard. You can park wherever you want. We'll work around it. So I wasn't actually far from his truck trailer when I pulled my silver. But no, I forgot to ask him. My knees hurt. I walked over to the truck and Dalton stayed detecting for about another 10 more minutes. And then we called it a day. I should have, because I wanted to ask him if we could come back as a group so we could do the backyard. But I'm over that way every now and then, Troy. I'll pop in and check in with him. We stopped at my permission down the street, Troy. I got that big 24 corner house where we've pulled all the dairy tokens. And she had 2 students there that she was teaching music to. So we didn't bother, but we went across the street and door knocked at the neighbor's house. They didn't answer. We door knocked another house. They didn't answer. And then we door knocked a third and got a polite, no, I don't think so. Or no, I'm not interested. I never understand the answer that people give when you door knock and say, no, I'm not interested. Well, I'm not asking you to be interested. I'm just asking you for a yes or no. Oh, so Yeah, that was pretty funny. Not to cut into Marlin stream later, but Squeak and I will be heading to head against Juice at 12:30 Eastern. There you go. That'll just about be when Marlin stream finishes up. He does a shorter stream than I do, Bill. So that's no worries. Weather not bad here, Rob. I was digging 1 hour today, found some really old stuff. I'm still cleaning it, so we'll post it when it's all clean. Phenomenal, guys. Gerald Dighole doesn't do much on YouTube anymore, guys, but he has got a phenomenal Facebook page where he posts his Roman finds. Guys, he sent me some a few weeks ago. Some incredible, incredible stuff he finds over there in Austria. So please go check out General Dighole and his page. So Bill's saying hi to everybody. Having eye surgery on the 15th, so hopefully I'll get one eye, 1 point of relief. Boom. Troy, it was great to see you in Zoom Wednesday night, buddy. Guys, Troy found a coin so amazing here in Florida. It's actually even more amazing than my 1868 2-cent piece, and it's older. And if I have heard of very few 2-cent pieces being pulled out of here, I have even heard less of the coin that Troy found. So check him out. He is Dirt Trolling Troy on TikTok also, guys. So check out Troy's pages there. I just put that up in the comments. Go check him out on TikTok. 717 says, everybody stay tuned. I know it's been a while. My coil nut broke, so as soon as a new one comes in, I'll be back at it. I've got some extra nylon screws and nuts. 717. If you just need something to screw in, I can send you one. I bought a whole set of replacements for my 705. They're smaller than the Knox bolt, but if it's the smaller one, I do have a nylon nut and bolt. Ordered an egg on Amazon, then a chicken. Let you know which one came first. Please do. That's the that question. And does a tree make sound in the forest if nobody's there to hear it? My reply to that question is yes. Whether you heard it or not, it still makes a noise. Take care, Susie. Get some rest. Mark, that's not a lie, buddy. Troy should give a YouTube masterclass on the act of cold door knocking. Because why is that Windows security threat coming up on my computer? Because he's just really smooth at it, guys. And I thought I have a decent pitch, but yeah, I went down in flames yesterday. Brooklyn Treasure Hunter, thank you for Troy. See, guys, I'll say this about Troy, and he's not gonna get upset with me saying this because he knows it's true. Troy's not the greatest artistic cameraman, guys, but you don't need to watch Troy's videos for artistic camera. You need to watch Troy's videos because his content is so freaking phenomenal. For those of you that participated in the Guess the Silver, Win the Silver giveaway that I did 2 weeks ago, only 3 of you out of the 22 people chose Troy as finishing first for silver, because since I don't hunt as much with Troy as I do with Dalton, you guys didn't see Troy as much to see all the silver that he was accumulating during the year and digging. But if you watch his TikTok page, you will see that silver because he films the silver. And Troy finished first out of Dalton, Troy, and I with 141 silvers. Dalton got 130, and I got 71. So if you guys just want to see nonstop phenomenal finds, silver, relics, sterling, vintage items. Troy got 6 pieces of jewelry yesterday. I got 2 little teeny costume pieces out of 6 pieces of jewelry yesterday. Troy's. I think 3 of them were vintage, including a vintage charm that opens up, but we didn't want to break it up in the field yesterday. Hold on, let me find his. There's all the jewelry Troy got yesterday. Now that's just one of those modern hearts that in the 80s we wore with our girlfriend. She got half, you got half. And then that's a dog tag for Keeper, the dog. But guys, the other 5, and that's modern too. But the 5 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's a 50s or 40s clip-on earring with a beautiful stone in it. This little thing right here has a dollar sign symbol on it. It looks like a little money bag. And guys, that actually has a hinge on it, and that opens. It's very, very small. And then you got 2 religious medallions, 2 Catholic medallions. This one says, I am a Catholic. Please call a priest for last rites. This one's got a beautiful Virgin Mary on it. And then this is also another earring. So Troy just killed us in jewelry yesterday. And I'll just give you a quick glimpse of his day yesterday. And that's not even all his silver, guys, because Troy did something very nice yesterday. And I'll let him tell you folks that in his TikTok video. Wow, Mark the Berg Hunter, TTFN, ta-ta for now. From Winnie the Pooh, that's Tigger's line. Good morning from Mark Henniger from snowy northern Ohio. Denise, where's Cincinnati at compared to northern Ohio?
Southwest.
Oh, southwest. Okay. Mark, Denise is from Cincinnati, so she's from the southwest Ohio. Well, Susie, I don't know if I recommend that for single girls. When I would hunt with Miss Alex, she would door knock, but I would make sure I'd be standing there on the sidewalk to make sure that somebody knew there was a guy there. And I would think it would be easier for women to get door knocking. Maybe they feel sorry for them, or they think they're not going to be make as messy holes as much as the men do. But Alex was pretty surprised when she got a no once. Well, Troy's always surprised when he gets a no. Troy just thinks you should let him because he's Troy. Dale says if it hits 36 degrees, I'm digging. Now, Dale, the question is, even if the air temperature gives above freezing, and if it's been freezing for a while, will the ground stay frozen for a while? Are you going to be able to dig through that? Because we went out yesterday and we've had some light rain here for a couple of days, guys. And our dirt yesterday was like butter, guys. It was just like digging through peat sand. We will be at FH8, then north to come out swinging. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to meeting you and Miss Squeak, Bill. Susie, there'll be another one. Ah, there you go. Gary's got a good suggestion. Temporary fix, use plumber's parts at the hardware store. They have plastic bolts. There you go. I was actually traveling up north for one of my trips 2 years ago, and I went through the little town of Waldo. This is even before I knew about the Florida hunts that were up there. This was back when I had my 705. And I found a nut and bolt store just on the outskirts of Gainesville, and I asked them if they carried nylon nuts and bolts, and they said most certainly. And I bought a whole bunch from them to make sure that anybody else that had a similar machine. And I keep telling myself to mail out 2 to Jim MD Melbourne because he's got a 705 in Australia. I thought I had the bag of them right here. I'll show them to you guys later when I get up. Team Lynch is here. Good morning, Team Lynch. Yeah, Vegas is time for a coffee refill. Thank you, Miss Denise. Got the Clark's Cove Florida Hunt 7 coffee mug. They were kindly gave me at Florida Hunt 7. Weird guy in the park. That's a dang good question. I believe they are, but since I have not found a seated, I am not positive. But yes, I believe they are. You know what? I've got the red book right here. God, I love it when you shit falling down. I love it when you guys ask questions. Okay. I am looking at seated dimes right now. And I will tell you in 1 second. Yes, they are. There is the front and back for a barber dime right there. You see the wreath right there. And then if you flip over the page before it to the seated dimes, there is the same wreath on the seated dimes right there. So yes, that's why apparently they play the one dime game, because the backs I believe the first year of seeded, they have arrows. So if you find a back that says one diamond, it's got arrows, you'll know you have a seeded because they just the 1 year they put the arrows at the date in 1873 and 1874. Yeah, that's my number one coin on my bucket silver wish list is to find a seeded coin. I don't care if it's a dime or a quarter or wish upon wish a $50. I saw the Hoover Boys group find a seeded $50 recently. Mississippi Mary, good morning. Good morning, all. But yes, where is my It's very, very worn, guys, but there is my first 1890s or my first 1800 silver. I just barely made it. It's an 1899 Barber, and it's a little crooked in there, but you see the one dime, but yes, they're the back. Buddy of mine in the club made that up for me. I thought that was really nice. I showed up for my meeting, and he made that nice little display case for me. So there you go. Sean says, lick that like button and build immunity up at the same time. Mr. Swifty's here this morning. Good morning, Mr. Swifty. Mark the Burg Hunter. I lost respect for Roseanne Barr since the day she opened her mouth. Guys, I'm not the world's greatest looking guy and God's gift to women, but I'm telling you something. There are just certain people that just got that. You just can't take that voice. It was great. That was a lot of fun, Bill. Mr. Tones is here this morning. Mr. Tones had me on as his guest the other night. Got to run 2 duck races for Tones. I ran them for Bill, ran them for Swifty, ran them last night for Clark's Cove. I had fun doing it, guys. Rob the Duck Whisperer. There's Marty Verstal saying hi to Swifty. Rob is the guest guys 20 minutes behind chat. I'm 12 minutes behind. That's bad. Detective Smile, a late hello. I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with it since he got my silver. Yeah, Dalton said his whole attitude changed when you gave him that dime. So I am behind. I'm trying to speed chat here. Jeremy, I did find that out when I researched the coin, sir. I found out that was our first U.S. coin that had "In God We Trust" on it. So yes, sir. I didn't know that beforehand, but once I found it and I started doing my research on it, yes, sir, I learned that, and I thought that's a pretty cool little piece of trivia information. Detecting Smile, I think I said hi. Good morning. Just got home from my Florida vacation. Got some great gold rings, pendants, and such. Congratulations, sir. What beach were you on? I found out that Lou's dad, Indiana Tone's dad, lives in the next town over from us, 5 minutes away. I keep asking Lou if he lives in an old house so I can go detect it, but apparently he lives in a 55 and over community, so they don't have old ground. See you, Dale. Take care. Oh, a toilet lid nut and screw work just as good. That's a damn good idea, Mark. See, folks, you throw these things out there so the metal detecting community can learn. There you go. Gary says he was thinking about it, using that. Tone's asking Jeff if he's going to make it. Morning, David Frazier. Saying hi to Tones. Okay, you didn't call Rob dirty money. Okay. I just carry a pew pew. There you go, Dawn. That's actually a good idea. So, what? 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 He says, I'm bored, Dad. Well, temperature up down here, 45 one day, 15 the next. Yeah, my sister 3 days ago had 64 in Kansas City, and then 2 days later they were shoveling the snow. I'm in Toledo, 50 miles south of Detroit. Oh, yeah, you're way up there. Miss Denise Kidder's here. She's probably been here for half an hour. I'm trying to get caught up. Good morning, Miss Deej. Saw Miss Deej in a couple chats this week, too. Team Lynch. Yep. Troy is correct. He gave his homeowner the best silver of the day, guys. He gave him the one dime silver, and it was a beautiful looking coin too, in great shape. My one dime didn't look as nice as Troy's. It had some crust on it, but Troy did something really nice. Yeah, Dawn, that's definitely your field emergency. The old zip tie coiling on it, that's like your field medic emergency thing. Dalton and I and were invited over by Park Rat Pat to a big permission he had over on the East Coast, and Troy could not come, so we also invited Simon from the Wheatie Boys, and we were hunting 5 minutes, and Simon's coil ears broke on his main coil. I mean, just snapped right off, and luckily he had his little mini sniper coil for the Knox. And what he did, guys, is he bought a extra lower shaft that he had permanently attached his coil to. So when he went to change, all he had to do was just put that one little thumbnail on that silver little button, pull the bottom coil out, screw in the new coil, and he was up and running in literally like 3 minutes. So, but yeah, the zip tie is definitely, that's emergency field working right there. David Frazier says my bucket list is a seated or barber dime. Let me tell you, David, that's a great bucket lister to have, and you'll have a smile ear to ear that you won't be able to get rid of, because I know when I find my first seated, I'm going to have one. Dalton has a seated half dime, and Troy, I believe, has a seated dime. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful coin, and yeah, that's number one on my list. Thank you, Swifty. Mississippi Mary, good morning. Wow, you guys, there you go. 42 D pennies, a good find. I bought a barber. Does that count? No, not for metal detecting. It does for your collection, Dawn, but not for metal detecting. Oh. Brooklyn says, getting over shortness of breath from COVID. I should be back out by the end of the month. Yeah, don't. Hi, good morning, Scott Jarvie. Don't rush it there, Anthony. That's a good question. I'm sure Swifty's already answered it by the time I get down there, since I'm now 5 minutes behind. Bill Gross, don't be discouraged by that, sir. It took me 11 and a half months to find my first silver at the metal detecting, and I only found it by accident because I had planned on going to a certain park for the day. And my sister called 4 years ago, and she was stuck up in Buffalo during a snowstorm during the winter. So she asked me to go to her house, to her little hidey hole cubby, to get some emergency cash to wire up to them so they could stay in Buffalo longer since they were snowed in. So since I was in a different part of town, I just decided to do an old high school there from the 60s. And boom, I got my very first Rosie. I think it was I can't remember if it was a 58 or a 63, but I found my first silver coin that day on the common grounds of a local high school near the basketball court. So it'll come, sir. It took me a year. And then after I found my first quarter, Bill, I didn't find another silver quarter for 16 months. So, yeah. Good morning, Miss Alex is here. Miss Alex, guys, It's in the Blood is a sports commentary channel. She's got a great channel. That young lady knows her stuff about sports, guys, especially football. Well, she likes baseball too. and basketball. Her and her dad like basketball too. So check out It's in the Blood. And from Miss Alex, that is Shane, Ohio River History's daughter. She's got a great channel.
I'm sure she got Watson.
Oh, is that who they went to? Was Cincinnati? Oh, Kansas City. Don't die over there on me. I may come. It's like $2,000 for plane tickets for 5. Lou, you come down. I guarantee you we will hunt Clearwater Beach, buddy. And we'll go hit Howard Park too. That's literally 10 minutes from your dad. And that is a beautiful, beautiful beach. Your family would love that. American Woodlands Relics, good morning. I'm trying not to miss anybody, guys, here. It's going to be a balmy 43 where Bill's at. Mr. Mayor's videos here. Weird Guy in Park. Rob, do you plan on getting any of the new detectors coming out this year? And Denise, the answer to that is
no.
Took her a little longer to say that than I thought, but no, guys. I have a Knox 600, a Knox 800.
You sell one, you get another one.
Ooh, that's progress, guys. She said if I sell one, I can get another one. I have somebody that's interested in my 705, but she says it's still in the garage, hanging up in the garage. But if that person buys my 705 as their first detector, very inexpensive, I'm selling it for. Actually, I probably will not get another one. I have the Knox 600 and the 800. The 600 still under warranty, and I just don't want to learn another new machine right now, guys. It took me. Yeah, I don't like change. It took me forever to learn the. Yeah, Denise says I don't like change. I don't like change as in changing things, but I like change money. So that was a great question, Weird Guy in Park. So no, I do know that Green Mountain Metal Detecting Brad just got his DS2 in, and he's been going over ground that he's done 2 years, and he just pulled a coin out of an old permission he's done for 2 years that he didn't detect before. He's loving his new DS2. I haven't heard anybody complain about it yet. I have not watched any underwater videos to see how that whole wireless latent thing works underwater, but that's got to be cool as hell. Excuse me, cool as hell to have no wires for underwater. Yeah, it's water. WARTER. Alley Cat Bill goes live on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. on his channel, Papa Rouse What's in the Dirt. And I usually guest host sometimes if I'm getting home from trivia. And Bill's been building up a nice audience. It started with 10 or 15 of us, and now we're 30, 40 people in Bill's. It's great. Denise, no worries. It's a nice, crappy, rainy day. You can sleep in on crappy, rainy days. Hey, Mr. Martin's here. Randolph Rail Recovery. We'll get a duck race in today, sir. It's 51 degrees in the Las Vegas Valley, going up to 66. We will be out in the start Monday. Boom. He's going to be getting some hunts in. That's perfect hunting weather. Here you go. Digging with Squeaks talking about his challenge today, 12:30 Eastern on the Can You Dig It Metal Detecting channel, which is Juice. There we go. Yeah, Troy got one, guys. I wasn't going to mention that unless Troy wanted me to. Troy and Dalton went up to South Georgia, spent a weekend up there a few weekends ago. And Dalton got a bucket list coin, and Troy got a 2-cent piece that looks like it's been in the soil a long time. Mine's beautiful because of the Florida sand, but the Georgia soil has a little more chemicals in it. So Troy's, it looks a little, but yep, he got his first 2-cent piece up in Georgia. There you go. Swifty's putting the link in. Everybody's saying hi to Alley Cat. I always have zip ties and duct tape in my car. Wow, did that sound wrong? Yeah, Mark, it's funny since COVID came around, it's not unusual to have duct tape and masks in your car, in your trunk. But on my in my metal detecting tub, I do carry zip ties in my little case, Mark. But that's actually a good idea. I've never thought about carrying duct tape, but I got plenty of zip ties, extra 9-volt batteries for the pinpointer, my second USB charger for my Knox, my portable handheld charger units that have 2 different ports for different size phones, so I can charge my phone since my cigarette lighter in my truck doesn't work. So I can recharge my phone, my Knox, and then I carry the extra 9-volt batteries, like I said, and I do carry the extra little nylon nut and bolt for in case I'm out with somebody and one of theirs breaks. We're doing the 24 hours of live streams again this year. Is that coming up? I saw somebody wearing that hat the other day on one of the streams. Had the 24 hours of live stream hat. I didn't even know they made those hats up. So AWR, if you want to fill us in on when that's in, shoot for a cap bust and a seated will come, Lou says. There's a good idea, Lou. I gave a Merc and a Washington to the demo guy. He was only 21. Cool kid. Gave me another permission and got more Merc and Buffaloes. He's got a 27 waiting for him when I see him next. Boom, there you go, CZ Kid. Yeah, this guy let us do his yard. And then when Troy was nice enough to give him his beautiful barber, he literally walked over to his back gate, opened up his big wooden 6-foot back gate and said, you guys can come in the backyard. And the backyard's like 4 times as big as the front yard. And if it's got half as much as the front yard did, it's going to be a great permission in the backyard. So that's always a good idea. Dalton got us a 1927. Not only was it a corner lot, but it was a corner lot that went down the street into a big semicircle. It was a massive yard. And I finally got a hold of the guy. Well, Dalton was on vacation. He said, yeah, I'm rehabbing the house. I'm not here. Go ahead. But he was there the first day I dug, and he wanted to see everything I found. So I put a nice tray together. I got a Merc and a Rosie. And of course, I showed it to him. He said, oh, I like that Merc. And I said, well, that's the nicest thing I found today. And I said, I'd kind of like to keep that one. He says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal, son. He says, I can keep that dime and you can come back as many times as you like and keep hunting, or you can take your nice little dime and you can go home and not come back. And I was like, wow, there's an ultimatum. So guys, he got the Merc, and Dalton and I were able to come back 4, 5, 6 more times, and we pulled out 7 more silvers and numerous more Wheaties, harmonica reed, and several other cool relics. So guys, yeah, we gave up the 1 dime to get more dimes. So Jessica Pullen, good morning here this morning. There you go. Detecting Smiles, letting everybody know that Randy is on the road to 500, guys. He's working his way back after YouTube canceled his channel. So Randy's made, you guys have really helped Randy get back to 500 nice. We did that giveaway for him months ago and got him up to 300 real quick. And he's working his way back to 500, guys. That's great. Did you find anything detecting? Good morning. Good morning to you. Everything Treasures here. Good morning. Wow. 54 people. Wow. Thank you, folks. I mean, Jessica's here. Everything Treasure. Marty, Marlon, Martin's here. Wow. I mean, Alex, Tones, everybody's here this morning. This is awesome. $20 years for me to find an IHP. Olin, did you find one, or are you still looking for one? Because if you found one, congratulations. We actually get a lot more silver dimes down here. The 2 things that are rare down here for us to find on a regular basis are a barber dime. We probably only get maybe 5 or 6 of those a year, at least I do, if I'm lucky. Some years I get only 1 or 2. And IHPs. IHPs are like hen's teeth down here. Plenty of Wheaties, but I bet we get maybe 1 IHP for every 50 to 100 Wheaties. So Troy, take care, buddy. Thanks for being here, spending so much time this morning. Appreciate it, man. Ram Detecting's here. Good morning. Got a gold ring before I got my first silver. Well, that's awesome. We all had silver yesterday before we had a Wheatie, and that's always a good day. It's in the blood. Thank you very much. Much love, Roberto. She loves calling me Roberto. And thank you, Miss Alex. Rob, the silver sprinting sniffer. Yeah. Hey, I finished behind on Dalton and Troy both got more silver than me yesterday, but the one silver I got is a really nice silver. So, but welcome join us, Mr. Dalton. Getting a call here from Martin Randolph, Relic Recovery. Yes, sir.
Hey, that guy's asking. He's probably behind, but he's asking for a link or give him so he can be a mod. Give me a link to
Okay. Do you know which one that was?
Detect Smile.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right. All righty, guys. I was behind on the chat, so I've been. Hey, welcome, Bernie, St. Louis or St. Lucie. Yeah, St. Lucie Metal Detecting, Southern Relic Adventures. Good morning. I'm trying to get caught up here, guys. I was told Joe Strax here this morning. Wow. Yeah. Thanks, Lou. Hit that like button. All right. Let me go to invite. Copy to clipboard. Martin said that Detecting Smile wanted to come in. Let's get him up here. There is the link for Detecting Smile. March 4th and 5th. Thank you very much, AWR. 24 hours of live stream, March 4th and 5th, 2022. That is awesome. I might just do an hour of that this year if there's any empty spots open. Detecting Smile. Rob, I can post a site I found with great maps that you can overlay on new maps. That is awesome. There he is. Good morning, sir. You are here.
Hey, how's it going?
Very good. Your sound is absolutely perfect.
I'm getting over COVID, so
yeah, I remember
my
you mentioned that
voice
in the
is a
stream the
little-
other night. So
little hectic.
Well, does it wear you down or just kind of make you sluggish, like a lot of people have said?
It does. I have had surgery a couple years ago on my sinuses, and man, it just seems like it wrecked them again. So
Went right to your weak spot, huh?
that's what they say. My father keeps telling people that, so I think that's true. But yeah, I posted the link there. I don't know if
I probably haven't got down to it yet.
But it is a let me bring it up here. It is called ngmdb.usgs.gov, and it is awesome because you can take put your zip code or whatever, and then you can do a overlay, and it gives you all the old topo maps. So you can actually overlay them and then do a transparency where you can go back and forth between current and old map. And I've been finding places around my area, little dots, and then putting that on. You can actually download a KMZ file, which you can upload into Google Earth, and it'll
really very cool.
Yeah, and it'll overlay it. So, and it's free. It's no cost whatsoever.
Good morning, Starries.
So,
Southwest Florida's in the house. Don't mean to interrupt you there.
No, it's one of those things when you got COVID, you got time to do research.
Yes, that's your research downtime.
Yeah, so I was like, I couldn't believe I found it. I don't know how long it's been around, but it's definitely a good
but see, that's another tool. That's just another tool. Good morning, Patty Disharoon. That's just another tool you want for your toolbox to learn things. We use historical aerials quite a bit.
Yes, I use that too.
You really can't kind of overlay them over each other, but what you can do is you can click on it. It'll show you a picture when they took it, and then it'll show you a picture current, so you can compare the two to see how much it's changed and how much it's the same.
Yeah, the thing I don't like about historic aerials is it's such a small little window.
Yes.
This is, I mean, as big as your screen, you can make your screen. That's the area you can look at, and you can actually, pan through, areas and look. So but I've used historic aerials a lot. The other one I'm terrible with names, but he mentioned Library of Congress. That's also a good resource. But I mean, you can't unless you have, like the ability to overlay it easily onto Google Earth or Google Maps. It's sort of hard. But this
Now,
thing, whoever
now
designed
where
it,
are you at?
Pennsylvania.
Okay. I got family up in Pennsylvania. I love Pennsylvania. We have these things down here in Florida called the Sanborn fire maps.
Yes.
And I don't know if you have them up there, but they did a lot of the early, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, plot matting for the towns that they were covering, the buildings they were covering under fire insurance. And some of them will even tell you if the building's concrete or if it's wood, because, obviously for fire purposes. And we have a park down in a town just north of Clearwater that's got a park right next to the marina on the Gulf of Mexico. It's absolutely beautiful. And Dalton researched that on the Sanborn fire maps and found that in this park, there were two buildings there in the 1890s, and one of them was a community center that, the whole town came and did stuff at. And here's this park in a modern town next to a marina. And we have pulled out, Dalton got a 5 Indian spill out of one hole. I got my first 1800s Indian there. We've been hunting that for 2 years now. Troy just pulled out an Indian the last time we were there after 2 years. Numerous Wheaties, numerous silvers, oil lamp parts. I mean, people come by and they're like, what are you looking for? And we go, 1800 stuff. And they're like, you're not going to find any 1800 stuff here. I go, ma'am, there was a building here in 1895. And
Yeah.
people are amazed. They just, we were doing this property yesterday, this 1912 that Troy and I have been talking about back and forth here in the thing where he got his barber and gave it to the homeowner.
Yeah.
A lady comes by and I'm digging this guy's front yard. She comes by, young lady, and probably in her 30s, 20s, 30s. She's walking this big dog and she goes, what are you guys doing? I go, we're metal detecting to see if we can find an old coin, toy car, relic or something. She goes, you just walk onto people's yard and start digging holes in their yard? Yes, ma'am. We do that all the time. Okay. We just walk into yards and dig holes. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh. But what I'm trying to find out is resources for like country fairs and things like that's big time in Pennsylvania. And a lot of times farmers would have them on their properties. So like the when the town was small, you didn't have a big fairgrounds. So a farmer would open up his property and then you'd have all these people come, and there'd be little games of chance and things like that. I'm trying to find resources for that, other than just word of mouth.
Yeah, that's awesome. We had when I was a little kid in Maryland, I'm originally from Baltimore. We had a park called Gwen Oaks Park that wound up shutting down in the 60s or 70s after I left there, and they have turned those grounds into a park now, and they allow hunting there. And so I'm trying to find maps compared to where, like you said, where the games of chance were and where the people walked compared to where the areas of that park was. Because I mean, that's ground from the 20s and 30s. I mean, I'm not New England and we're not the colonial states here. I'm not looking up 16 and 1700 stuff. If I can find late 1800s grounds or 1900 grounds, I'm a happy guy.
Yeah.
I mean, when Troy got us back-to-back permissions corner lots yesterday, and one was an 11 house and one was a 12, I mean, we were just freaking ecstatic. And then when you pull 19 to 0 coins out of there, I know there's big channels that poo-poo Wheaties, and I know a guy in another club, and this is a true story. There's a guy in another metal detecting club here who was actually president of the club for a while, who so disdains finding Wheaties. If he finds one in a yard, he throws it out in the middle of the street. And when I heard that story, I said, you can bet your ass I will never be hunting that person, because if he's that disrespectful to the hobby and finding a 70-year-old coin, then I don't want to hunt with the guy.
Yeah, that's
yeah. I mean, it's like I was saying earlier. We find 100 Wheaties for one Indian. So you're going to throw away 100 coins just to find an Indian head because that's the level you want to be at? Well, then move to another area, because you're not going to find a lot of them here.
Yeah, I love finding wheat pennies. So I don't find too much silver, but I do find wheat pennies, so I keep thinking that they're down there. I just gotta keep going back and back and back, and eventually I'll start hitting them. So
All right, what did I miss? I jumped ahead to stay current on the thing. It says they forgot about you, Martin. What did I forget here, Martin? Do I need to put the link back up for Martin? Fairgrounds are the bomb, Marty says. Yeah, I'd like to find more fairgrounds too. Sean, I don't care. That's funny, buddy. Oh, found a fire hydrant. I really need to discriminate about my iron. That is just flipping hilarious.
yeah,
Okay?
that's good.
Oh my God. Clark's Cove is here. We went with the coffee mug this morning, Clark's Cove.
Yeah, I missed their live last night. I wasn't feeling well, so but
Well, you have a total reason for that, but it was a fun live. We did two duck races. They gave away a silver round. They gave away a sticker pack and another one. A lot of people came in. They were really enthusiastic. A few people had never seen the duck race before. It was a fun time.
yeah, I like the duck races. Now when I'm on Liz's live, I seem like I've won 2 duck races at hers, which I don't know why, but it seems like if I get on that stream, I'm gonna hit the ducks.
There you go. You know, it's funny that I can't remember if Liz was the first person to do them or Marlon, because I saw probably a duck race on those pretty similar. And that was actually before I started my stream. So when I got entered in one of Liz's duck races, I actually finished second in one, and that's the closest I'd ever come. And then I was running one the other night. I can't remember if it was for Clark's Cove or one of the other channels, but I finished first because I just threw my name in there for shits and giggles. And then I wound up finishing first, and I'm like, nah, I'm not taking a prize here. Let's rerun this. So
yeah, that was Indiana Tones.
Tones. Okay, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Boy, he gets a good crowd in his too.
he does.
And
Yeah,
I'll tell you something. I'm not much of a beer drinker, but that caramel beer that he had the other night in his live, boy, did that look really, really good.
well, if you're ever in Georgia, this place is pretty good. Grumpy Old Men Brewery.
There you go.
Yeah, it's so yeah, I brew beer and wine, and they have a bunch of cooking. Since I couldn't go out yesterday and didn't have the energy, I smoked a brisket. So I'm gonna upload that.
Oh, hey, why not? Yes, sir.
I guess a bunch of us missed the link. We never saw it posted.
From
Yeah, the GIS event.
okay, I haven't put it in. Okay.
Thanks, man.
Hey, everybody's saying they didn't see your link. Did you post it?
Yeah, I posted.
Is there possible you could do that again?
Yeah,
People are very interested in that.
I'll post it a couple times that way. Then
That's right. There you go, dirty money. Some Wheaties are worth millions. I wonder if he threw away $1 million coin while cursing it. Wouldn't that serve him right? Okay.
yeah,
Well, guys, Denise Kidder went out hunting in the dirt with me a couple weeks ago. She had always wanted to go out in the dirt, guys. She's a beach detectorist. So she went out to see, here it is. Here's her comment. I love finding anything. It's a thrill of the hunt. The find's the reward for being pirates. There you go. Well, I took her out dirt hunting, guys. She was my camera person on that short little video you saw of my birthday silver. She was the camera person. And she turned to me about an hour after we were dirt hunting. She goes, wow, this is a lot harder than beach hunting. I go, yes, it is. You got to do a lot more digging on this. Absolutely, Robert. You absolutely never know what's buried under your feet. Look at Troy yesterday, 6 pieces of jewelry. Some of them were out of a park, and then some of them were out of the permissions.
Hey,
Mike's
Rob.
here. Mellyman 24. Mike's here. Mr. M.A. Lyman 24, guys.
So
He has some great coin roll hunting streams.
So do they still see the link if I'm not a moderator? Maybe.
Yeah, if you put a
Okay. All right. I didn't know how that moderator worked, if that's the only way links show up or not. So I posted it a bunch of times now. So
you know what though? I'm not. You posted it in the comments?
yeah.
I'm not seeing it, sir.
Yeah. Let me go out of this. Let me refresh this.
Oh, he needs to be a mod. He says you do need to be in a link. Won't be blue unless it's a moderator. Okay. So hold on. Let me just make a regular comment. Dig.
Okay, I got it. I just posted it.
All right. As soon as your comment shows up.
Yeah, I thought that's how it. I thought I read somewhere where moderators can do.
Searcher, good morning. Wow. Why are your you're detecting smile, right?
Yeah.
Why aren't they coming through on my computer?
Yeah, Brooklyn Treasure Hunter just said about it too, about need to be a mod.
I saw one of your comments earlier, obviously because I said hi to you.
Yeah.
I've got two computers running here, and you're not on either for some.
There, I just sent I did one.
There he is. Okay. All right. There you are. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I put your @ symbol in, then you'll be highlighted.
And you hit to add as moderator. Dig Smiles now moderator. Go ahead and put your link in now, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for helping me out with that.
Well,
yes, Obsessions. Jeff's Obsessions here. Thank you, Dawn, for telling me you had to be a moderator. Okay, we were talking about coil bolts earlier. Check Facebook, and there are 2 ads for detector bolts sitting there. Isn't that funny? Thank you, Team Lynch.
All right, I think they should be.
It's there. Yay, it's there. All right, guys. There is the link, folks, from Detect Dig Smile.
Yeah, check that thing out. I mean, whoever did that, they got to be a metal detector person, because I mean, it's perfect for finding stuff.
I will pass that along to Mr. Dalton, who is our team's research on that. Digger Dan, welcome. If I didn't say hello, welcome. What I did, guys, I scrolled down to find his link, so I am caught up with the chat here, people. Oh, let me open one other thing, and then I'm going to ask you if you can stay here a few minutes while I put together a duck race.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I ordered I did order a Deus 2, so I got it.
Oh, you did?
I got it coming. And my
what do you swing right now?
I have an Equinox 800.
Okay.
So I've learned it enough that I can understand the tones without seeing any IDs. So my daughters go with me sometimes, but they get sick of it after a while, just me detecting, and them they're 11 and 8, so they want to do it themselves. So
yeah, and like I say, I was saying this in last week's chat. I took my neighbor's 13-year-old son a couple of years ago. He's coming up on 16 now, but a couple of years ago when he was 13, and we're detecting for a while, and then I was detecting and I didn't hear him, and I turned around and his machine's laying on the ground, and I couldn't find him, and I look up and he's 30 feet up in a tree because he just lost interest because he wasn't finding anything. And
well, I got a video coming out that I did, and B. Higgles Brian has music on his site, and he's got it set up that as long as you recognize him as the producer, you can use it. So I got a video coming up that's my daughters went out with me to an old 1940s schoolhouse in our town, and I got his music in the background running. So
oh, well, that's cool.
But they had metal detectors that day, and of course then they were, liking a lot more. But now that I know how to hear the Equinox sound, I think I'll be able to metal detect with them and then say on, don't dig that, that sounds good, do this. Plus, if they're out there with me, I should be able to learn the Deus, I think, quicker, because if they find something good, then I can run over and try it out and see and say, okay,
Yeah,
well,
start comparing the signals so you know
yeah,
what that is compared to what your Knox reading was. A
because
couple of people have come in. I want to make sure I say hi to them. Pond Scum's here, Kathy. Brockton, make another comment so I can put you in as a moderator, sir. I'm trying to get caught up here.
yeah, the thing I heard with the Deus is the square tone.
RAM detecting. I accidentally deleted two videos of metal detecting. Oh my God, I've done that before. That is absolutely sucks. Any day out detecting, even if you don't find anything is a good day, just love the hobby. Brooklyn, absolutely. I would do it 7 days a week if I could.
Yeah, so I'm excited about trying the square tone, because that's supposedly
What's it called? A square tone?
it's a square tone on the Deus too, and it actually sounds a lot like the Equinox.
Because I've heard a lot of people don't like the tones on the Simplex.
Yeah, I've never used one.
I've never used one either. I was with Susie Q. Susie Q and I hunted when she came down here to Florida from Georgia when she was living in Georgia, and she loved her machine, but you couldn't put it near another machine. That was before they had that update, that correction update, and you couldn't swing a Garrett Carrot near it. The machine didn't like that at all.
Yeah, a lot of it for me is the sound that it makes, because I mean, after a while I don't really look at the screen. I just listen to the sounds, and like the Garrett AT Pro, for some reason I just cannot get myself wrapped around that sound it makes. To me it's just unpleasant. So, because I was debating on whether, to get one of them at one point, and it just, the Deus is supposed to actually come out, and they said they're going to have like a tone library where you can, customize different tones and the way it sounds for your liking.
I saw somebody the other day that actually made themselves like a cheat sheet for what the sounds and the numbers corresponded to, and then they had it laminated so they could carry it with them and get to learn their machine and what they thought, think the sound is going to be. But there is a lot of good comments here. I think Pond Scum said they're going to go try. Miss Anything made a batch of waffles. CZ Kid waffles would sound great. I think it was Pond Scum that said they're going to go out and try some magnet fishing. Brooklyn says he's going to wait to see what the reviews are on the Legend.
Yeah, somebody's giving away a Legend. Oh, it's awesome. On the Treasure Hunter channel. I think they're giving away. I saw somewhere that they're giving away a Legend.
Jeremy's almost at 400 subs, guys. Let's get him to 400 subs, and that sounds awesome. Jeff's Obsessions. Okay, thank you, Ski Searcher. There you go. Oh, that's a good idea, Olin Borns. I would love to rent one first to try out the Deus. That's actually a good idea. Where I bought my first metal detector is a local place where we used to hold our meetings before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I always forget the name of it, but they actually rented machines too. Since we're near the beach, before people found out about ring finders, they would go down there and rent a detector to see if they could find their lost ring. Bill Jackson's, that's where we used to meet at. See, I knew that would pop into my head. Patty says, I enjoy finding clad or pretty much whatever, but rings, toys, and toys are cool. I've found 5 rings since January, all bling, but one nice silver. Patty, it's right. It's always fun finding silver or gold, but anytime a ring pops out of the hole, it's exciting. It really is. And I mean, hey, I was, we were on an 11 and 12 house looking for old coins yesterday, but I got 6 clad quarters. I love finding clad quarters. Did you find anything? Thanks for popping in, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here today. Everybody have a good Sunday. Thank you. Dawn's letting me know that Brian B. Higgle starts his series this Monday. Okay, that's tomorrow, guys. We will be checking that out.
Yeah, he does some awesome videos.
He does. He makes them very fun.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Brockton's comment at 10:08. All right, let me go find it, Brockton. All right, I just saw his name come across my screen.
Brooklyn Treasure Hunter is close to 500. If we didn't say that, he's 10 away, so that's close.
Yes, it is. Absolutely. I would literally, if my knees would held up, I would literally do it every day, Peter. I really would. Of course, that would cause some problems here at the house, but
three quarters in one hole. That's a good day.
I found almost a whole roll together at the beach once at Clearwater Beach a few years ago, because that's back when the meters took the quarters before they went to the credit card thing.
Yeah.
So some guy, I guess, bought a whole roll of quarters and put them down in the sand and forgot about them. And it was like 3/4 of a roll of quarters. And I was like, that's great.
Yeah, I call that a money hole.
There you go. I like that, a money hole.
That's the money hole.
When
you hit those babies, you're staying there for a while and just like a slot machine, they keep rolling out.
Jeremy's asking Dirty Metal Detecting if they're going to Florida Hunt 8. I will be there, guys, with my glossy 8x10s that I'll sign for a small fee. I'm only kidding. That was actually Park Rat Pat's idea as a joke. That's it. That's Patty. Patty Disherin says she's going to try magnet fishing soon. She's got 2 magnets. I'm sorry, I confused channels there, Patty. And you're already a moderator, Mr. Martin, even though you have no filter. That's the best part, Martin. Oh, CZ Kid says, I use the Deus a lot and you'll like it.
It's good. I hope. It's
yeah, they're paying good money for it, we hope.
You're flipping a coin and hoping that it's something you like.
Somebody in one of the streams the other day, and I don't know if it's because they got a new machine or what, but they were selling their Knox 800.
I like it. If it's round, it nails onto it. I mean,
well,
it's.
Dan says he got a headache after just a few hours of using the Simplex. I didn't like the tones of it. But then again, to be honest with you, I don't like the tones in Park 2, Peter.
Yeah.
Dalton uses Park 2, and obviously the guy found a lot more silver than me. Of course, he also wears earbuds. I don't like usually wearing earbuds because it gives me a headache. But I've got a video coming up where we were doing a park, and I had found 2 silvers there about a month before that, before taking Dalton. And I started hunting it, and I was like, man, I'm not getting anything. I'm going to go. Brockton, you're already a moderator here, bud.
Well, the thing I'm worried about with the Deus 2 is the headsets, how they fit like behind your head, because I have my glasses, and I'm worried that they're going to interfere with my glasses. So that's something that I'm worrying about.
Guys, we mention this every week. Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter's got a 500 subscriber giveaway coming up when he gets there. He's still a little bit short. He's giving away that beautiful quarter-proof set with a display case with a total of 56 coins, the U.S. 50 states and the 6 territories. And guys, a couple of those territory quarters are very hard to find. It's a clad-proof set. Beautiful. He sent me a picture of it. I don't have my iPad near me, but somebody else, Bobby Henniger, saying hi to Robert Melissa. Wow, Mike, you haven't been out for 11 weeks. I just missed detecting. I would guess so. Anthony's, I'm giving away a digging tool, gloves, and a silver $50. Unfortunately, will be for U.S. subs only. Shipping was crazy to out of the States. You got that right, Brooklyn. What I have done now is I have, and I'm not doing this to shame anybody else, Brooklyn or anybody else, but my solution to it now is I actually do happen to have this handy, guys. I had a bank teller that I flirt with, and she finds good stuff for me. If she gets any silver coins in, guys, she got all these silver certificates and Federal Reserve notes and the old red notes. Okay, this is a 1953 series $5 bill. She's got some 30s bills here for me. She gets me this kind of stuff when people come in and they trade them in just looking for regular bills. And she saves these, even if she doesn't see me for 2 weeks, she saves me these guys. So if I have somebody win like a silver dime in a duck race and they're from outside the country, guys, I will substitute that, because how cool would it get this to be if you're in Eastern Europe somewhere? You're going to be the only one to have one of these. And you can just send this. You can send a stamped letter to Bosnia-Herzegovina for 89 cents, guys. Okay. So you put that in there and it's a nice substitute. So I put in my disclaimer on my giveaways that if you're an out of the country resident, except for Canada, even though Canada is expensive enough, but if you're outside the continental North America and you win a prize, I will substitute a dollar, some type of dollar bill, a note, bank note, as opposed to silver or a digger or something like that. And this way I'm able to have not that I have a lot of foreign subscribers,
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd like one of those in the United States.
well, the next time you win a giveaway, we can substitute one there.
Well, I have a couple of those, but those are always my father-in-law. He gives the kids $2 bills every year for Christmas, so that's just something that he does. So.
But yeah, I don't think I could live someplace where I couldn't go 11 weeks without metal detecting. I would just go crazy.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Well, here you go. Martin says he is not happy with his Amphibio. I have to carry a cheat sheet just to set it up. See, I don't want a machine where I have to have a degree from MIT to get the damn thing set up. I'll tell you, when I first started digging with Dalton, he already had his Knox 600, and the first time I met him, he was a subscriber that contacted me through YouTube. Come to find out, he only lives about 35 miles from me. So first time I met him, I drove over to his side of the county. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how old he was. Turns out to be this cool young guy, and he put me on a little permission he had. And then about 2 months later, I got the Knox, and I keep showing up to hunt with him, and I'd have my 705. He'd say, "Where's your Knox?" And I go, I don't like it. I can't understand it. He goes, "Just keep bringing it, and I'll teach you how to use it." And I did. I thought, I was so excited to spend $900 on that thing. And then I had it, and I was like, oh, man, this might have been the biggest mistake I've made. I was using that other one for a year and a half, 2 years. I got comfortable with the 705. And now when Tom Riley borrows it, and I gotta remember the signals from the dang thing. It's been so long since I used it.
Well, I had a White's V3i, and I hunted that with many years, and I still don't know if I ever truly figured it all out. I mean, there were so many settings in that thing. It's like just mind blowing.
That's what Pat used before he got his Tarsace. And he was actually calling me before he found out about that Tarsace guy. Pat was actually calling me up saying, I'm thinking about getting a new thing, and he was asking me a lot of questions about the Equinox because he was a big Whites guy. And then just as he was going to become a field rep for them, they wound up going out of business. So that eliminated any newer machine with them. So then he started asking about the Knox, and then he found out about that Tarsace, and he just fell in love with it.
Wonder what Garrett's gonna do, because I think didn't they merge with Garrett?
Garrett bought them.
Yeah,
Garrett bought all their intellectual properties and all their machines and all their patents. Because there are a lot of serious Whites fans out there that have been for a long, long time.
Yeah. I mean, that stuff on eBay is like, as soon as it hits eBay, I mean, it's skyrocket up in price and then gone.
Well,
So,
Dirty Money Metal Detective says you can change the parks in part 2 to whatever you like. The tones in part 2. Thank you, Dirty Money. I did not know that. I will research that now because I do have the big yellow book on the Knox. And getting back to whites, we had a guy donate a whites. I can't remember the model, but if you guys go back and watch the fun video I did I bought a new metal detector and it turned out to be that old whites machine. I think it was the Coin Master 6000 or something.
mm-hmm.
A guy donated one to our club, brand new, had never had batteries put in it. The coil, the bottom of the white coil was shiny white. It never had touched dirt. The battery pack had never been put in and turned on, and it had never been assembled. And he brought it to the club, and they put it up for auction, and nobody at our club bid on it. And I put an opening bid in, and they were like, okay, so I won it for the opening bid. And then I had guys coming up here going, I have one of those. I need this part. I go, no. We're not parting this thing out. It's brand new. If you wanted to bid on it, you should have bid on it.
Yeah.
So then what Pat was telling me about how I was telling Pat about it, he's like, I'd love to have that machine just for the nostalgia of it. And I sold it to Pat for like really cheap. And then, like you say, here's people on eBay begging to find those things. And I had a brand new one in the box.
Yeah, there's the pinpointers. Really, I noticed the pinpointers. Those white pinpointers. I mean, they were like going for 3 times the retail price when it came out. I was like, what is going on here? But I don't know. I like my orange carrot, so
I do too. But I can't tell you how many people complain about that carrot. I love the carrot.
yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to send you a picture from Martin Randolph Relic Recovery that he has titled with a smiley face, "The Downside of Living in Florida." There was his sunset from his backyard yesterday, guys. Welcome to Florida, okay? How is that, guys? That is beautiful, Martin. Wow, that's a gorgeous picture. Yep, we get sunsets like that every night.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
One thing I would love to know is how much total clad we've all dug in a year's time. I bet the number would be 100,000 coins in clad, if not more. Dan, I have saved 4 of the 5 years of clad I have dug. I did spend 1 year to take a trip out of state. And I'm about to total up my 4 years worth of clad. So, yeah, I know it's going to be in the tens of thousands of coins. Rocky Mountain, the other Rob Clark is here. And then with Clark's Cove, we have all 3 Rob Clarks in here.
Yeah, I have 2 years of clad. I'm gonna cash in here.
Oh, there you go. See, Las Vegas Urban Treasure Hunter, he's got a good solution too. If we have a subscriber from overseas, we will drop ship some cool swag from our store, and then you have a choice of 3 items. See, there's another great idea. That's what I love with these interactions with this live stream, guys. You get so many ideas, you bounce off of each other here in the metal detecting community. Marty V says, my daughter's a bank teller. She recently pulled a 1928 $2 bill. I'm telling you guys, make friends with your bank tellers. Get to know your local bank teller more than just doing your transaction. Get to know them. When my girl gets me a silver $50 that comes in her tray, I'll come back, guys, and I'll give her a silver dime, or I'll give her one of my commemorative halves that I got in or something. She was so excited when I gave her that commemorative half. She came back and she said, my boyfriend wanted that commemorative half. And she says, I'm not giving it to him. So, see, there you go. Mike says, everybody has a bank teller they flirt with. I flirt with 3 tellers in my bank. I gave them all a copper round. Guys, it will pay off. I get silver $50. I get those old Federal Reserve notes and silver certificates. They get me some nice new crisp $2 bills. And Mississippi Mary's back, Metal Anglers. Can I pretend to be out of the country to get a blue number? See, Peter, she's got your ideas.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? Now that two of you have said that, now that Dawn and Peter have said that, maybe we'll do a giveaway and give away one of those notes, guys.
I'll come with a foreign accent or something.
Yeah.
No,
We'll
I'm not
put Marlon's address and then he can mail it back to us. There you go. Oh, he says he put Marlon's address on a package to see what it would cost, and it was $70. Guys, I have an eBay business. My eBay channel is the exact same name as my YouTube channel, FL Thunder. And I sell DVDs on my eBay page. I have for 20 years. I know everybody's saying, oh, DVDs are out of price. Guys, I still sell DVDs every day on my eBay page. And the one location in the entire world that I don't ship to is Canada, because if you think the U.S. has been raising their postal rates, Canada just lost their mind with their postal rates. Brooklyn's right. It's insane to ship something to Canada. Just for like a $3 DVD, it's like $13 to ship it. Who the hell is going to buy a $3 DVD with $13 shipping? But then again, Daryl USA just won my silver giveaway video, and I forgot to reload my PayPal page and put funds in my PayPal page. So I had a zero balance. So I took money out of my bank account, put in PayPal. They said it's going to take 3 days to clear. Well, I wanted to mail off his silver $50 he won from me. So I just filled out the envelope and took it to the post office. It cost me $3.19 to mail that silver $50 through PayPal. I went to the lobby and the counter at the post office, and if you do it without the PayPal label, it is $4.70, a $1.59 higher through the post office without that PayPal. So what you guys do that you run these giveaways, PayPal has a section on their apps on PayPal that you can print a label to something you sold offline. You can do a giveaway on YouTube, and you can go on there and type in that person's name and address onto a PayPal label, hit print, and it will print you a label, and you didn't have to sell that on eBay or Mercado or whatever those other Amazon. You can actually print it from something that you gave away and save yourself the shipping through the PayPal deal that they have with the post office. So that's
good to know.
So yes, it probably would, Robert. You're probably right. If it made it way back to the Federal Reserve, it would get destroyed. That's sad.
Yeah,
the reason the U.S. Mint put the big P.S.D. Philly, San Francisco, and Denver on the back of the Civil War nickels from 42 to 45 was because after the war was over, they intended to recall all those nickels to get that silver back for the U.S. Treasury, and obviously that never happened. But they wanted that big P.S.D. above Monticello so they would be easy to identify to get those coins back, and that's why they put those big mint marks up there, so they would be so much different from every other nickel. And speaking of nickels, there was a quick, short, less than 1 minute YouTube short that I saw yesterday, and I didn't know what they were called. A guy made a short on what they called a Henniger nickel. And what that was is, in 1944, some guy named Henniger, I don't know his first name, he made counterfeit nickels, but he forgot to put the big P on the back. So somebody got a 44 nickel and change without the big P on the back, and those are the counterfeit nickels. He got that in change. I think that would be so flippin' cool to get a counterfeit nickel and change.
Yeah.
Thanks, Deej. Go enjoy your breakfast casserole. Damn, that sounds good too.
Yeah, I had some. I did the brisket this morning with some eggs. It was good.
I can't argue. Denise fixed me scrambled eggs with cheese in them and my bacon for breakfast before I went online. Digger Dan, never used an 800, but is the recovery speed on the 600 better than the 800 or the same? It's not better or worse. The only thing is your recovery speed on the 800, they give you 8 choices. They give you 1 through 8. And on the if I'm right on that, Peter.
Yeah.
And on the 600, they only give you 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So that, to me, that is the main difference between the 600 and the 800. People say, well, do you get better depth with the 800? No, the depth, all the electronics are exactly the same, guys, for digging between the 6 and the 8. You just, on the 800, you can you can go to single frequency for the 20 and the 40 kilohertz or megahertz, whatever it is, if you're gold prospecting. On the 600, you still have the 20 and the 40 setting, but they're part of the multi-frequency and you can't separate them. Those are the main two differences. That and then your 8 swing speeds or recovery speeds as opposed to your 3 swing speeds.
Yeah, and I've had it work better, just on the 800, one single sweep speed up or down from where I currently started at. It's very strange. So
yeah, and there are days if you're near EMI, near power lines, and your machine's chattery as hell, the Knox will still pick out a target, even though it's just bouncing chattery.
yeah.
You go over a target, you'll hear it on the Knox. It'll drown out that chatter. But I don't like hearing chatter. I don't like a chattery machine. I thought the Simplex was a chattery machine. So what you do is go to 5 or 10 or 15 megahertz on the Knox, and it will eliminate a lot of the EMI chatter. John Groney from the Groney Boys, and I'm sorry to say that they have suspended their channel. I'm very sorry to see that. I love the Groney Boys videos, and I have had the pleasure and honor of hunting with the Groney Boys. They are an absolute freaking blast. He taught me how to, if you were getting a lot of chatter, go to Park 2 and put it on 15 megahertz. And I swear to God, guys, I was on one of my properties I'd done before, and I started swinging and using that setting he talked about. In 30 seconds, I had a barber dime that I'd never detected before. And that was, like I say, it's another tool for the toolbox.
Yeah, if you're in an area where the EMI is bad and you can get it to get quiet, most of the time people went there and they tried to detect and the machine was going nuts and they just gave up after a short period of time.
That's another good point.
So
CZ Kid says, I didn't like the Knox tones either. Forget the 50 tones. Yeah, I don't use 50 tones on the Knox. I stay in 5 tones.
yeah, I'm 5. The other thing I found out is that you wanna metal detect areas where there's a bunch of weeds and everything else, because the fertilizer, I think, really kills the coins. So if you get on a property that their yard is just so beautiful and everything, a lot of times the coins that come out are just completely toasted up. But you get on one that it's like a weed fest, and it's like, is there grass? There's just a dandelion plantation. I mean, those coins come out like beautiful.
Kitty, if you knock me offline.
Our dog does that. He'll go up and he'll nudge the computer when my wife's on it, and he actually hits her hand to get off.
He walked over the keyboard one day in the middle of a live stream, and somehow he hit the delete button, and that's it. The stream was over. I know I'm way behind on the chat again. Tom Riley's asking, where is Mr. Park Rat today? He is out hunting a very old permission with Miss Kimberly. His hunting partner, she got an old ground permission, and they don't have a lot of old towns or old houses over on the east coast of Florida compared to us on the west coast. So she got an old, and they could do it today. So, yep, Pat and Kimberly are out hunting today. See, Rocky Mountain, I came from White's for 31 years and now Factory Garrett. Yeah, Olin just said the same thing. A lot of people here really, really like the Whites.
Yep.
Yeah, see, Olin says my friend was a big Whites fan. V3i was a top of the line machine. Yep, that's what Pat used. Rocky Mountain, I have a white shrine. Hey, AU's here. Good morning. Sorry I didn't acknowledge you sooner. I'm behind on my chat. Bill says, see, another good thing to know, Bill says Garrett is repairing the Weiss detectors under warranty or not. That is awesome to know, Bill. Why Gold so went to a state sale with tons of mining equipment. They had 4 old white metal detectors, 1 new, 3 used with the coals galore. I wish I had the 1,500 to buy them. Miss Alex and I, like I say, I used to hunt with a young lady named Alex a couple years ago when I had my 705. We saw an estate sale that advertised metal detectors. We got there 10 minutes after it started, and I walked up to the guy. I said, where are those metal detectors? He goes, hey, some guy walked up and bought all 9 of them. Boom, they were gone in 10 minutes. Gary says, just change your deep settings to what you like to. There you go.
Mhm.
Wow, Mike says, I've used the same carrot for 7 years now, and he loves it. Wow. Oh, that's the sunrise, not the sunset. Sorry, Martin, I forgot you're on the other side. Thank you, Brockton. I love the Lander C and the Detechnix pinpointers. Pond scum, that's hilarious. Brockton, you're the man. Thank you, sir. Boom. Of course, he left that 10 minutes ago. I am so bad, guys. I am. JP's Lawns here. Welcome, JP's. Mary, thanks for being here today.
It's hard to do the stream. I mean, I've never done live event myself, but the StreamYard and then trying to read the chat and the delay, it messes with your mind.
No, I'm literally 9 minutes behind on the chat here because I'm telling stories and Cat, what are you on dope or something? Hey, yep, there goes the board. I think the cat just took a crap. Every time he takes a crap, he runs around the house like his ass is on fire.
Did he eat some of Pat's hot sauce?
Better him than me, man. I would not have done that. I tried to find the best face shot I could from every one of those 24 nights.
It was a beautiful video you did to put everything together. When he did the wasabi, that was the one that I thought, there's no way I'd do that. Because to me, that's like horseradish. And oh gosh.
See, my dad loved horseradish. I can't do that. Digger Dan said Metal Tech and CZ Kids, so I am not missing much than having the 600. No, when my 800 went bad, Dan, and they were having those computer chip parts and they couldn't give me a date for my return, even with it under warranty. They didn't have any machines. I couldn't go 3 months without a knock. So I went and bought a 600 after researching it. And when I found out that it did have the 20 and 40 and the 600, the same as the 800, you just couldn't go to it in single frequency mode. I realized then that there was virtually very little difference in your settings that you couldn't compensate for to adjust for the $250 price tag. And then I found that Detector Warehouse, who's now a sponsor of my channel, they were doing the summer sale or the spring sale with the Knox through Equinox, through MindLab, and they were given a free set of wireless headphones that comes with the 800. They were adding to the 600 for no extra price, plus the wired set. So I got both sets of headphones with my 600 free. And so, yeah, I bought the 600. So I have a 600 and 800 now. And somebody else in the stream has once told me that it's 800 that's getting wet all the time. So this summer, I will try the 600 in the water and I'll keep my 800 dry.
Yeah, man.
The cat's name, well, his name is Zeus, but I know you're pretty. You're on your belly. Come here.
I've had mine in the water, but not for a long period of time. Like I dip it and then it's done.
Is that a happy cat face or what right there?
Yeah.
Put me down, you thug. We call him Thugman because he picks on his sister all the time. So his nickname is Thugman. But he's a 16-pounder. He's a heavy guy. He's a rag doll. She loves him. I tolerate him. I'm not a cat guy. I'm a big dog guy.
Yeah, I'm a dog guy too.
Wow, Rob, I have an 800 for sale for 700 with free post. Anyone interested? There you go, Jeff. I think Jeff's going to the Deus, guys, or I think he has a Deus 1. I'm not sure if he's going to be going to the Deus 2. Yes, Jeff has told this story before, guys. He had the very first ever carrot. He brought the idea up to Garrett when he was in Texas over here in the States that they should make it orange. So guys, that was Jeff's idea.
Oh, that's cool.
I run a 600 currently and always on 2 or 3, depending on the trash. That's it. I stay on 2 or 3. Sometimes on the beach I may go to 2, but I'm usually on 3. Mr. Reed's here. The temperature is going to be in the 50s this week. Maybe I can get over this COVID and actually get out. Good for you, Reed. Catnip. Yeah. There you go. 2 equals 4 and 3 equals 6 on the Knox. There you go.
Yeah.
I just bought a guy out completely of metal detecting. Knox 600, 2 carats, 2 sand scopes, 2 rock tumblers, and diggers and shovels. I also got a pile of his files, including a box of rings. Damn, Ram, that was awesome.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks like a good deal.
Wow.
That's a total liquidation sale.
Wow, he says 700. What a deal that was. You get all 5 channels when in multi with the 600. Yes, that is correct. I didn't learn that, though, until I read the yellow handbook on the Knox. I just thought it didn't have those 2 settings, but it does. Miss Grandma Kelly's is here. Welcome.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of the 4K frequency.
See, and I didn't download that into my machine.
Yeah,
I've never done that 3rd update because everybody tells me how that's affected their machine. So I've never downloaded the 4K into my new machine.
Yeah, I don't notice too much difference, but I do know that the 4K with the 6-inch coil is like complete utter sharpshooter. So anyone that hasn't tried that out, it's amazing how you can pinpoint and get signals in a bunch of iron, and it just picks it right out.
Well, Troy got his little coil first. Dalton put it on. We were doing that full city block that they were going to put the townhouses on. Dalton tried it. Immediately got 2 silver war nickels over ground that I'd missed them. So then Dalton bought his, and then I was late to the party, and I decided before I went and did my Missouri trip in November, I wanted one. So I went on to Amazon. They were out. I went on to Calico. They were out. I called my guy. They were out. So finally, I called the place I bought my first detector 5 years ago, Bill Jackson's, where we used to have our club meetings. And the guy says, I got one. I got one left in stock. It was like the only one in the state of Florida. I said, here's my name. I'll be down there in 40 minutes drive time. And I hauled ass down there and got that one. It was the only one I could find in the state of Florida. And I'll tell you, I will admit this. My weakest point of my metal detecting is my pinpointing. If I use that stock 11-inch coil, sometimes I'll have to dig a second hole because I miss it. Of course, I also rush it because you get all excited to do your hole, so I don't pinpoint super great. But when you have that 6-inch coil and it beeps in there and you pinpoint it, that item is underneath that coil.
Yep. Yeah.
Ooh. Now, CZ Kids is selling his Knox 600. It is on eBay with the 10x5 coil as well, making room for the XP Deus 2. We'll be here this week. Well, there's another guy that's getting your Deus 2 there, Peter.
I ordered mine back in November. So I'm like been waiting forever.
I guess so.
Yeah. I don't know why it's taken so long to get shipped, but
Don, very sorry to hear that. No, Dan, I wouldn't say it makes that much of a difference. You can ask Peter, but I wouldn't think it makes that much of a difference.
no, I tell you, I run, if I'm in a park or something, I'm up pretty high and so that I can hear all those different trashy signals and then a good one in between. So I've found stuff really deep with 8 swing speed. So
CZ Kid, when Cynthia Swearingen was looking to upgrade her Simplex to a Knox, and I tried to find it. I found a guy with an 800 that he used it like once or twice and decided he didn't like metal detecting. It was practically brand new, and he was only asking $600 from $900. And I was like, this is a great deal. And I told Cynthia, I'll try and get a hold of this guy on Craigslist for you. The guy never answered this. I sent the guy 3 emails. He never replied. So she wound up getting a deal through Tommy, but who got her discount because I think her husband was in the military or she was in the military. But good luck on Craigslist. The guy we contacted never responded back to us. Dirty Mag Yackers, another Magna Fishing channel's here. 5 kilohertz here on the 600 or 10 kilohertz, 4 kilohertz loves deep iron. Yeah, see, I hunt in discrimination mode. I don't leave my iron on. I leave it off.
Yeah, I go back and forth. When I go to a site, I first have the iron on just to see what I'm dealing with, but then after a while, I'll turn it off.
Digger Dan, I broke one coil ear and have an arm cuff ready to snap off. Troy just broke. Troy went to stand up the other day, and I heard that snap. I heard that immediately from 10 feet away. I heard that snap. I looked over, and his stock coil just fell straight off. He snapped both ears simultaneously. Now, he was a month. He had 1 month left on his warranty. He bought it like in February 3 years ago, and this was last month in January. And Mind Lab honored that. They're sending him his new coil. Guys, Mind Lab's warranty service has been phenomenal.
Yeah, you want to talk postage? I had my 35 pin pointer got water in it, so I'm in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, and close to Altoona. Altoona is where their repair center is. Okay, now it's about a 45-minute drive for me to take it there. Okay, I could not take it there, so it got shipped from my house, went down to Baltimore, Maryland. I watched this. Went down to Baltimore, Maryland, went down to North Carolina, and then shipped to Harrisburg. And then finally made it to Altoona, and it was 5 days to ship, and I could have drove there in 45 minutes. I'm like, what is wrong with this postal service? I just don't know.
That's unreal.
I couldn't believe it, and I actually called my lab to see if I could send it. And they said, nope, if you come there, we do not answer the door. We will not accept it. It has to go through, the mail and go to the return center that way.
I guess they want to have a record of it, I guess.
I don't know, but
yes, that's just crazy.
But yeah, what happened is when I tightened the battery case, I think I cranked on it too hard and I put a small crack. So I was in the stream detecting, and the next thing it just filled up with water. And of course my wife was using it at the time, and I'm like, "What did you do? You broke my pinpointer." So, but yeah, they warranted it and everything. But what was funny is when that was going on, I was going to the beach the next weekend. And so I ordered from a place called Big Boy Hobbies.
Okay.
And they're I think they're in Oklahoma. And I ordered a carrot from them and got it within 2 days. Okay. So the pinpointer takes 5 days to get from Chambersburg, 45 minutes away. And then Oklahoma, I'm a carrot in 2 days. And but yeah, I since I got the carrot now, I have the brand new 35 in a box and never used it yet, because I love how the carrot, you can just do get it closer and closer, and you can just like keep hitting the button and get to the
it goes from the beeps and then it goes to a solid sound. That's what I like about it too.
Yeah.
Dawn just asked a question, says, what is Jd Weld? It's actually called JB Weld, Dawn, with a B as in boy. And it's 2 small tubes that you mix 2 pastes together. You just squeeze out a teeny little bit. One's white, one's black. And you use like a toothpick, and you mix them together till it makes like a gray portion. And that's what I fixed my coil with on my 705. I broke my stock 8-inch coil on my 705. and I ground off 2 pieces of hard plastic, drilled the hole in the center of them, and I JB welded them back to my coil. And we have used that machine 3 times now since I fixed it with JB Weld, and it's holding up well, Don. So it's basically a liquid weld, Don, that works like you welded something back together, but for plastic items. Jeremy's I'm going to make a video on how to stop your ears from breaking. Got a way to do it for free. There you go, Jeremy.
To mal-detecting, what CZ Kid says that the MI6 pinpointer does the same thing as the Carrot. So that's good to know.
Now, somebody also said they used JD Weld to fin it. Digger Dan says he used plastic weld to fill the holes in the tip of his pinpointer. I just put the pinpointer condom on mine, the little black rubber. You got the second here, Peter. Let me go get that.
Yeah, the at work we do a lot of bill printing, and they have these things that the ladies put on their fingers, and so that when they're shuffling through the paperwork, so it's just like a little rubber tip. Now I put that on the end of my pinpointer, it just gives it a bit of a grip when you're putting it in the dirt. So, so I am located in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. So it's close to, I'm real close to Gettysburg. So everybody knows if I say Gettysburg, everyone says, yeah, I know where Gettysburg is. So I'm about half hour east. West. I'm a half hour west of Gettysburg. So, but being that close to Gettysburg, I have never found a Civil War bullet yet. So that's one of my things on my bucket list, is to find a Civil War bullet. So what do we got here? Yeah, that was good to know about that MI6, because I've been thinking about getting that, because that integrates somehow with the Deus too, that you can hear the pinpointer through your headset, which I think would be a good thing to have. No, that's yeah. I've lived here my whole life in Chambersburg, so. Yep, you too, Patty. Rob went and looked. I think Rob went to look for his pinpointer. So there I think he's back.
Sorry, I figured I'd make myself a cup of coffee while I'm getting my pinpointer.
Well, that's okay. I've been
there's the heavy duty tip I put on mine.
Oh yeah.
It molds itself right to the thing, and it's super heavy and hard. My buddy Greg gave me one of these. I guess he got a set of 2, and then I got these from my channel sponsor, Detective Warehouse. They sent me a set of 4 of these, and I broke them up into 2 each, and I gave them away as part of that giveaway with all the swag from their store. So I've got more of these to give away in another upcoming giveaway.
So is that something where you put on the end and then like do a blow dryer and it like conforms to it?
It just formed itself.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to use a blow dryer. It just went on there, and it's never even. It just kind of form fitted.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess all the time you're pushing in the dirt and stuff, it just keeps itself on, because I've cleaned this a lot of times and it's never come off. It's like that first scoop handle I put on. I made it real tight, and the first time to hit the water and expanded, that baby locked right onto the scoop. So. Okay. There you go. Thank you, Olin.
Ram Detecting says about your pinpointer's not a digging tool.
But I've seen people do that. I've seen people take the pinpointer and they're trying to find the item and they keep doing this. And I'm like, that's how you're wearing those things out.
They have no numbers anymore on the side because it's smooth.
Well, my numbers you can't see because when I clean this, I clean it with a Comet because I like it looking nice and shiny when I start. And that'll just take that
carrot.
That'll just take that black numbers right off your machine, right off your carrot. Yeah. Okay, Weigold's got another tip here. Who hunts the beaches and uses a sand scoop? Get a magnet and zip ties attached at the lowest point in the scoop. Junk jewelry and bottles and caps will stay put. Robert, I have done that, sir. Somebody else gave me that tip, and I have a magnet on the bottom inside of my scoop that's zip tied to my scoop. Yes, sir. I have done that, and that is a very good tip.
So I saw somebody that took a magnet and put it at the end of their pinpointer, so that when they're in a hole, they can take the pinpointer instead of the probe side, the other side where the battery is, and get a nail or something like that out.
Oh, you mean like put it here?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's another great idea. I never even thought about that. That's a great idea.
I was watching this guy and he kept going in the hole, and I'm like, dude, you got it backwards. You're never gonna find what you're doing. And he kept doing it, and I was like, you lost your mind or what?
Oh,
and
my God, that's hilarious.
Like, oh, look, I got a piece of wire. And I'm like, wow, that's cool. I'm gonna try that.
Yes, it's got a little hole in the center of it. It's bigger than a refrigerator magnet. It's a little heavier than that, but it's about the size of a refrigerator magnet, but it's thicker. See, look at that. Everybody's sharing their ideas. This is great. Check the inside for dirt buildup. We have to take our tip off from time to time when we hunt lots of sand can cause wear on your pinpointer. That's a good point. That's a good point. Oh, I'm getting Patty Disharoon wanting me to do a duck race. Okay, guys, if you haven't left a comment in a few minutes, make sure you leave a comment. We've got 41 people in here, but I've only got 18 comments in there. So leave a comment so I can get you in the race.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely try that pinpointer and put a magnet at the end, because a lot of times I dig holes and then they have nails and stuff in there, and it'd be nice to just get them out of there, and then
Yep.
try doing the pinpointing.
Wow, that popped up my list quite a bit more.
Trying to see if your cat's still talking to you.
Yes, it is. You can hear him for sure. He's upset because Denise's dad has his bedroom door shut and he wants to be in there. So cats do not like shut doors. Jeff, General Dighole, I actually have you in here.
So has anyone used the CJG? I think they are scoops. They're sand scoops. I ordered one. So I built a sand scoop out of a plastic feed scoop, but it lasted for 2 trips to the beach, but then it didn't
hold up.
No, and I got the one I got has a fiberglass handle. So I'm gonna try it this year and see. I got it on Amazon. It wasn't too much, because there's Extreme Scoops down there in Florida where you are, Rob, and supposedly they're the leading sand scoop, but Yeah,
Some people are going to those really light ones.
yeah. This one isn't too heavy. Somebody I don't know if it was the Gig Master that I was watching, but some of them said that sometimes if they can be too light because when you're in the surf, they actually float away. You have to watch because they don't. There's not enough meat there on it that it actually just sits and lets the waves come through and hit it.
Yeah, see, I use one that's heavy enough that the bottom end sinks. So
Yeah. You'd almost have to, if you get one that's too light, I guess you'd have to put like fluorescent spray paint on the top so you could see it floating away like a buoy going away from you.
a lot of guys put a string or a rope attachment to theirs. So if they're in the waves, all right, now we're getting a lot closer to where we were.
Yeah,
I
do a little bit of stream hunting. The person that amazes me is, I don't know if you've ever seen his channel, See It My Way 1.
Yeah, Shane.
Yeah, Shane. I have a terrible time in the streams hunting, okay? And I can see and everything. But the fact that he's in there in the streams, it just amazes me because with the current and everything, it just I find it so difficult. And he's in there all the time, and when he's doing it, I mean, he's
Then he did that trip in the kayak all the way down the river. I'm like, how the hell does he do that?
Yeah, he does a lot of amazing. Me and him and metal detecting with Randy are going to try to get, because we're sort of in close proximity. We're going to try to do a group hunt sometime. That
would be awesome.
One of my goals is to do a group hunt with them for the coming year here.
All righty.
So how many we
Make
got?
sure I don't have anybody in here twice.
How many we got in the duck race? Got a big list.
I have 34 already. I've got 42 watching. So if you haven't left a comment or you're just lurking, leave a comment so I can get you in the race. Yep, got that person in. I just put Jessica P in. I got Bobby Henniger, Tom Riley, Weigold. Did I put Pond Scum in? I thought I did. Let me make sure. Yep.
How about It's in the Blood? Alex, she just posted.
Thank you. Got that one in there now. Sean K. I don't think I had Sean K in.
How about the Metal Angler?
Yep, just put him in too.
Okay.
So we're at Patty Disharoon, Ram, Sean Krause, Weigold, Mississippi Mary, CZ Kid. I'm pretty sure I got CZ Kid in here. Yepper, Las Vegas, Jeffo, Grandma Kelly, Dirty Money, Jeremy. There we go. Oh, Donald G. Okay, got to get Donald G in there.
There, I just saw Shane from Ohio River. He posted.
Okay, we'll get him in there. And make sure I got everything treasure in here. That's another one. Boom. And I don't think I had Bill G in here. Let me get Bill Gross in here. Okay.
Tom Riley, you got him?
Oh yeah, he's been here a while. I got him.
Okay.
I think we're caught up there, guys. All right, let's hit done here. All right, what do we want to do this one for? Do we want to go for one of those $1 bills? Okay, let's
I think Gary Maldetecting gave it a thumbs up.
all right, guys, we're going to do this for a 1957 silver certificate, guys. Look at that. We're going for big bucks here today.
It is silver. It's just paper silver.
That's right. It's redeemable for silver, supposedly. All right, let me get the duck race in here. Share screen, Chrome tab, duck race, share, add to stream. There we go. All righty, countdown. 3, 2, 1.
All right, who's gonna hit off the bat?
Let's get a full screen going here. There we go.
Grandma K's got the
Rob's
shit.
giving away his silver certificates here on Sunday stream.
Metal Anglers coming up. Sean K just shot up through, put the turbo boost on. Gary with the Gary went. Grandma Kelly.
Rocky Mountain won the other night.
Ram. It's got the spots. Oh, look at the clown. Clown. Oh, these cracks me up. Man, Rocky Rob keeps going up and down, up and down. Metal Angler.
We got Metal Angler Trump there. We got the Bobby with every treasure, everything treasure. CZ Kid with the cool bandana.
Oh,
Okay,
someone's gonna shoot.
I'm telling you, that's it. It's that last minute. I hate to tell you everything treasure, but somebody usually comes up from the end right here. Here we go. Is it Gary?
Gary, Gary's.
Mark, who's going to win it?
Oh.
Okay, we got March 1st, Olin 2nd, Everything Treasure 3rd, Gary 4th, and Jeremy 5th. So Mark H, I'm going to assume is that going to be, I had him up here. Mark H is still in the stream.
I'm watching.
Uh-oh, we may have to run another duck race.
I haven't seen him post anything yet.
Oh, I probably took so long. All right, let's double check here. Yeah, he's not showing up as a participant right now. Of course, that means he just might not have said anything. All right, Mark, we're going to give you another 30 seconds, buddy. He said, give it to me, Don said. Oh, that's hilarious, Don. Finders keepers, we may have to run another one here. If we do, I'll put it in again.
Yep, I don't see him.
Olin says number 2 again. Poor Olin finishes 2nd or 3rd all the time.
Nope, no, there he is.
Mark Henniger, I am here. Yay!
Yep, he's here.
All right, Mark, I'll put my email address up here, flthunder@me.com. All right, send me your address, sir. And put me in as AZ Mort Squad. You know what? We got AZ Mort Squad here. And who else just came in? Finders Beepers. We'll do another race.
All right.
Copy, clear list, add list, Finders, and AZ Mort. Anybody else come in besides those two, Peter?
I don't see anybody new.
And did I miss anybody in the first race? If I did, if you didn't see your duck, please let me know. I thought I was pretty caught up, but if you didn't see your duck,
You're up to 60 thumbs.
Wow, that's awesome. All right, well, I've got 43 in the duck race and 42 on the stream, so that means we're obviously got everybody. So let's just go ahead and do another one of those, and we'll just do a $2 bill this one.
All right.
Okay, let's put the StreamYard back into the duck race back in, add to stream, go to duck race, shuffle characters. All righty, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Well, Rams off the bat. Pun Scum's got his orange carrot in his nose.
All right, let me write down so I don't forget who these are going to.
It's in the bloodshot out there. Okay, with the Russian hat on. Oh, there's the Pep Smile, but he's shooting out too early. He's gonna fade.
Yeah, you can't shoot out early in these.
I gotta spring a leak and then you're done. Grandma Kelly Tones is heading out. Sean K, I think that's a little Batman outfit. Denise K.
Bill, sorry to hear that, buddy. Dawn says, why is my duck always naked? Oh, Denise K's out front.
Yeah.
With Dawn right behind her. Grandma Kelly's got the Russian hat on. The
Here comes
hat.
number 4. Here comes
is it going to be detected?
Here comes number 4.
My co-host wins a race.
Wow. That's awesome.
Scott J second. It's in the blood third. Gary fourth, but at least Olin didn't finish first or second or third or second this time. Olin came in not bad, fifth. There we go, guys. Sean says rigged.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, so this is the first on this stream.
There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging in with us for 2 duck races. That was a blast, guys.
Yes.
That was funny. It's always that duck that comes in right at the end.
Yeah, I was even on the outside lap. I mean, that was.
Yeah, you had the longest to go. So, AZ Mort Squad guys, let you know his channel's there. Go check out his channel. Well, go check out everybody's channel, guys. If you're not subscribed, I realized last night I was not subscribed to a channel that was a co-host onto another stream, and I made sure I went over and subscribed to them. But you got to leave a comment, guys. If you don't leave a comment, like within 48 hours, they can drop the comment.
Yeah, that's the other
Thank
thing.
you, Kathy.
I found that I have to periodically go in and make sure that the people I've subbed to, I'm still subbed to them, because I mean, I usually go in and I'll watch a video, leave a comment and hit the like button, and YouTube still gets rid of the sub for the person from me. So I'm constantly going back through and making sure.
Yeah, if I, Lou's here, Indiana Tones. I went back about a month ago, and it says he subbed you, and I'm like, I know he's been subbed to me for years, and they removed him, and he had to sub back up.
Yep, I don't understand.
Okay, here we go. Why don't witches wear underwear? It's forbidden.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. You guys just kill me. Thanks, Marty. You made my day today, buddy. Team Clambake, good morning. Oh, so good to have you. Oh, that's great. John Longs is here. Welcome, John Long. He's got a great train hobby channel. Oh, that was funny. Patty says going out detecting. Guys, if you're heading out detecting, have a great day today. Dalton, Troy, and I had a phenomenal day. Tone says happens all the time. Yep, we had a great day yesterday, guys. I'm gonna be watching Marlon's video or stream and putting my video together, editing. Since I have two computers, I can actually multitask. So,
Yeah, I recently got 2 monitors, so now I can.
it helps a lot.
Yeah, do side by side. So
Yeah, because when I'm going up to Florida Hunt 8, I'm taking this. I'm going to be up there for my Sunday morning stream in 3 weeks, so I'll be doing my Sunday morning stream from the hotel before I go out there, because I'll probably miss the opening on Sunday morning. I may do it like 8:30 to 9:30 that morning up at Florida Hunt 8. I'm not real good trying a remote one. I've never done a remote one yet because I tried it once on Clearwater Beach and it was a total, absolute epic fail. So, but I have been desubbed from lots of channels, including Lewis Radio. Yeah, Jeff, I don't know what the hell YouTube's doing. Bill says my duck had an anchor on it, but Vegas is heading out to go another hunt, so stay safe out there. Heartbeat that drives the passion. Thanks, Rob. God bless. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Denise K. Still shooting for 100 subs, guys. Go out and check Jeff's Obsession channel. I realized I was not subscribed to him the other day, so I gave him a subscription. So let's get him up to 100. And guys, I want to thank everybody for being here today. And it's 11:20. We'll go ahead and turn this over to Marlon. Please go check out Mayor's video. His live stream starts at 11:30. He always has either a great guest or guests on there, along with his co-host Tripwire. All righty, guys.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
Peter, thanks for helping me out today. I appreciate it. While Pat was out detecting, it really helped me out do the duck races a lot. And we got a lot of good tips and ideas today. Thank you very much. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Sunday. Take care.